Ever be around people who say the strangest things that kind of just pop out?
Like, what the hell?
They've been holding it in for a very long time. The body doesn't want this
like
stuff
PTSD and how I've let it just
come out on its own.
Of course, done privately.
Until privately I couldn't do it anymore because the memory capacity of my devices
wasn't able to use notebooks and writing.
As I grew physically stronger, thinking, yes, I can have notebooks again. But as soon as I closed that book, I would not know what was in it. So talk about frustrating. So I just decided, give up, just let it out, let it out, let it out. And the quantity of all this PTSD memory coming from home, school, night, day, using violence.
Have you ever imagined yourself in a place that's not you, if only to get through a temporary madhouse, a zoo? Yeah, I've been there before, and that's the problem when I come knocking back at your door. The darkness that was in me for years. That's why I trust that if we can make goodness adhere.
3 minutes condensed down to 1. Education has to be for everyone, not just some. Self-educate and never.
Video of it, one and done. To let one person's fear of not being accepted, their validation, made crystal clear when they admitted finally what it was in their own head that was keeping them stuck. And it was the fact that one person knew their secret, who this person truly was. And if they kept that one person on their side, deceitfulness would never get outside. Right? But the problem is you're working so hard to achieve the one goal of keeping one person happy, right? Energy and effort into one person who is also telling me the same hypocrisy. Wow, these two people just need to get together. You need to tell her exactly what you're telling me, and she needs to take it and stop what she's doing. It's literally that simple. And what was the story? Oh, gee. I thought I could very cleverly wrap my personal shit into layers. That's what I'm able to do for years. I didn't have to tell people about my personal life. That's the last thing survivors, victims of violence and assault, the sexual kind. Oh my goodness, the fear that exists. But I was able to, and now after head assaults, head trauma, TBI, head closed injury, concussion, I just simply do it. So I am grateful for the trauma, finally. Again, it always gets worse before it gets better. But the point is I had fear they're going to come and kill me because of the way they acted. The way they hid and colluded and covered up. This person made decisions. And I'm going to go through all of it because they pressed in with precision to not only re-trigger me consciously using my secrets, my story, my history, but thank you, because now I can be finally free, never thinking I could ever share. Even during the Me Too movement, it wasn't quite there. The mentality of the survivor victim is never discussed. How people could put you so low. My words, the words you like nothing but are for you, and that makes it unique.
I'm sorry, but they don't ever
if this
go
is
away.
Oh my goodness.
Real life, then.
And so that's why this white privilege, oh my goodness, they sit and complain about money. The behaviors of these people are the same. And now I will speak. After 11 years and counting, teaching special education, you do unto others what you expect done unto you. Putting my life philosophy into a profession, no, a vocation, a calling.
Oh, nerves like this. Video of it, one and done. This is cool, just follow the line. See the gray and blue line.
The behaviors of these people are the same. And now I will speak.
That's supposed to keep the executive branch in check, but it's also a day ending in Y. But my question is, I'm wondering if there are other Republicans up on Capitol Hill who are going to perhaps come to the Chief Justice's defense here.
So we can use technology and what people say and what they do, and especially what they vote for. Understand who they are as a person. So let's not get too far away from the news. Remember, I'm retracing steps of history because I've been collecting it for how many years? Well, at least 2.5. I'm just trying to tell a story using my past to educate in terms of doing everything different than what healthcare has offered, which is to blame the patient. Not interested. I want to hold people accountable. And since I've seen so many people's eyes bug out when you step up to them and face them and confront them and hold them accountable, I think there's something to it. All right, find my themes. This is the first and maybe the last time that I'll hint to the fact that I will share and do one example, and then the rest of it I am going to go back privately because I need to start reversing the flow, because it's the individuals who are making decisions that are keeping us. Don't take our words away. Use your hate to continuously keep us in a state to frustrate. That's the level that kids are in educationally, and we recognize that that's when they, you need to change things up. Could continuously keep a child frustrated who's self-harming is not just dangerous, it's amoral.